boys and girls. This is Mrs. Twisdale, and here I am to teach you lesson 1.1. Divide multi-digit numbers. That should have an S on it. Today's standard is from the 6th grade standards. We're working on our number system, and it's standard B2. This is, the whole standard is fluently dividing multi-digit numbers using the standard algorithm. So today you will learn how, which a lot of you is review because it is also a 5th grade standard. So you are ready to get started. Okay, the first thing I want you to do is to draw this picture into your notes. This is showing a division problem. I've also broken down what the different parts of a division problem are. The number that we are dividing by is called the dividend, and the number of groups we are going to be putting it into is the divisor. Okay, so here's the whole, here's the part. Our answer in a division problem is called our quotient. That's the yellow one. And the remainder, this one is written as a fraction. A remainder can also be written as a decimal or as R and then the number that's remaining. Okay? So pause your video and copy this into your notes so you have this diagram. This is the same math problem, but it is displayed a different way. So sometimes you see a division problem spelled out like this. And this first number is the dividend. The second number is the divisor. The last number, or the answer, is your quotient and remainder. The hardest part is to remember that your dividend goes on the inside when you're writing it down. Let's see if I can get the pen here. So this dividend would go on the inside, and I always call it a little division house. And then the divisor goes on the outside. Okay, and so right now usually we have the biggest numbers on the inside, but sometimes that's not the case as you get into real 6th grade math. Some things get a little bit trickier. Okay, let's jump. Okay, so here is a look at the standard division algorithm. Okay, I know a lot of you have heard before divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. You may have been taught that. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. And that's the standard algorithm. And today our goal is to use the standard algorithm. So let's go ahead and get started. When you see this number, we have 12,749 divided by 18. I first want to estimate that. I'm going to round. I'm going to do some rounding here. I'm going to round 18 to 20. And I'm kind of working backwards. And I'm going to take 12,000 and I'm going to round it to 12,700. It's close to 13,000. So we'll go 13,000. 13,000 divided by 20, I know in my head is 650. So it's close to 650. I could have also rounded this number up to 14,000. And that would have given me 700, or I could have rounded it down to 12,000, which would have given me 600. So my number, my answer, my quotient will be somewhere close to 600, 650, or 700. So let's dive right in. The first step is you look to see if 18, which is our divisor, can fit into your first digit here, which is a 1. Can 18 fit into 1? No. So a lot of teachers, and I will say it too, cross out that spot. Now does 18 fit into 12, which is actually 12,000? No, it does not, so we can cross out that spot too. And does 18 fit into 127? It does. So the question is, how many times can 18 fit into 127? That's where you look at your estimate. I said 650. So I'm going to take this first number, 600, and I'm going, which is a 6, I'm going to multiply 6 by 18. I'll do that right here. And this will give us a good starting place. Might not be correct, but it'll give us a good starting place. That's 48. 108. So let's try, if I divide, or multiply, sorry, divide by 6, yeah, and then multiply would give me 108. Now when I subtract this, if I'm correct, I'll have a number that's less than 18. So let's see how I did. Oh, did I get a number less than 18? No. I got a number greater than 18, which means that my estimate was too low. So instead of 6, it needs to be 7. So I'm going to erase this. This keeps doing it and not erasing for me. I just changed the program. I'm not sure why. Okay, so we're going to do a 7. And when I multiply 18 times 7, 7 and 12, it gives me 126. Which leaves me with 1. I'm so sorry, that should have erased and it didn't. I'm making it worse. Okay, so now I have 1 and I'm going to bring down 14, or the 4, so it says 14. Now does 18 fit into 14? No, so I need to put a 0 to hold this place, and then I'll bring down the other number, which is a 9. Does 18 fit into 149? Yes. How many times? Well, at least 7, because that's 126. Let's try 18 times 8. It's 4. 8 times 1 is 8. And 14. I have 144. That's probably as close as I'm going to get. So 708. And remainder 5. Okay. 708 remainder 5 is my answer. I'm so sorry that looks so sloppy. I don't know why this program is not letting me erase. I'll have to look into it and see if I need to get a different program. But that is your quotient for your divisor. Now 708, our estimate was 650. Were we close? Yes. Was it perfect? No, but it got us pretty close to our answer. Let's double check our work. So I have 708 times 18. We should get about 12,000. 8 times 8 is 64. 8 times 0 is 0, plus 6 is 6. 8 times 7 is 56. Put a 0 to push me over to the 1, or the tens place. That's 8, 0. Remember, we already used that 6. And 7. And add them up. $12,744. And I'm just checking the book here. Looks like we started with 12,749. But remember, we had a remainder of 5. So that plus 5 equals the number we started with. So our answer was correct. I guess that's not really our answer. I won't box that. Okay. So that's how you would check your work. You would just multiply your answer by the divisor, and then if you have a remainder, you add it in. Let you guys try it. So first of all, you're going to estimate this answer, and then solve it. If you have a remainder, which you will, write it with the remainder R. Go ahead and pause your video now. Okay, so hopefully when you did your estimate, you said 3,700 divided by 37 is going to be about 100, because that would be the easiest estimate to do. Now let's go ahead and divide with the standard algorithm. 37 does not fit into 3, but it does fit into 37 one time. Oops, that's weird. That's a 7. 37 minus 37 is 0. Bring down my 8. Does 37 fit into 8? No. Don't forget this part. You have to add a 0. Once you've added the 0, bring down the 6. Does 37 fit into 86? Yes. How many times? I'm not sure. But I'm thinking 40 would fit into 80 twice. So let's try 2. So 37 times 2 is 14. 2 times 3 is 674. Oh, pretty close. Look at that. Now, as long as we're less than 37, we're good, which we are. So our answer is 102, remainder 12. Did you get that answer correct? I wonder if some of you maybe made a mistake and forgot to include your 0 here, which would have left you with 12, remainder 12. If you did that, go ahead and fix your work. Just remember that you need to keep that 0 to hold the place, okay? If you have any questions, please feel free to. Okay, this is your last try it problem and the problem of the day. I'll read it to you. It says a van is carrying 486 pounds. There's 27 boxes in the van. What is the average weight of each box in the van? Okay, so I want you to pause your video and try to solve this problem by yourself. So let's go ahead and set up our problem. We have 486 pounds, and we're dividing that by 27. I'm going to look and say 27 goes into 486. I don't know how many times. Probably about 20 times. Okay? So, 27 goes into 48. Let's see. It goes only one time. The way that I know that is because I know that 25 times 2 is 50, and 48 is less than 50. So 27 would not fit twice. So 48 minus 27 gives me 21. And then I bring down the 6, 216. How many times does 27 go into 216? Well, 27 is close to 30, and 30 times 7 is 21, so let's try 7. I'm always using those compatible numbers. 189. Let's see, I don't know if that's enough. Let's try adding one more set. Felicity. Honey. Oh, look, there it is, perfect. So that was 27 times 7 plus 27 more, which is 8. And so that's 216, which leaves us with 0, no remainder. So there's about 18 pounds. I'm so sorry, Felicity's crying. 18 pounds in each box. So that's our standard algorithm that we use to solve division. We will do extra practice with this so that you can be ready for the assessment. And I hope you guys will ask me if you have any questions so we can make sure that you know how to do it. Thank you so much and have a fabulous day of learning.